Hundreds of fans still here, right in front of us here at CenturyLink Field. Many of them shouting MVP, MVP.
As they should be.
As they should be, because Russell Wilson joins us now on the set. 22 wins already in his first 2 seasons. That ties for the most wins ever for a starting quarterback the first 2 seasons since the merger. Russell, I'm going to give you my impersonation of Ray Lewis watching you. We all watch the game together. This was Ray watching you. This kid. Oh, yo, I told you about this kid. I told you about this kid. He got it.
I had him first.
He got it.
I had him first.
I had him first. I told y'all.
I'm just glad I didn't play Ray.
Russell, you guys were facing a top 5 defensive team in the NFL. How were you able to shred New Orleans so effectively?
Well, we had a great balanced attack. You know, we ran it 38 times. I believe we threw it 30 times. Just that balanced attack is big for us. We made some huge plays. They brought a good amount of pressure, and we capitalized on that pressure. There's a lot of green grass behind it. The biggest play of the game, I thought, was the 3rd down. Jermaine Kearse's the back shoulder throw to him, the one he caught. That was big because that was right before half, I believe. And I believe we ended up scoring after that.
He sounds like an analyst, doesn't he? He sounds like an NFL analyst. Monday Night Countdown.
So, Russell, last year, everything was new. I assume that every week was a new story. This year, how often do you see something that you go, wow, I haven't seen that? Or is it settled in now that a week like this, you kind of know what's coming?
Well, the biggest thing I've learned from year 1 to year 2 is how to study. You know, I was pretty good before, but just knowing what to look at, knowing all the things that I need to look at to be prepared. And like I say, the separation and the preparation. So I truly believe the way that Coach Bevel, my offensive coordinator, gets me ready. Same thing with my quarterback coach, Coach Smith. They do a great job of really getting me ready, and I know what to look at. I go through my checklist every week, and come game day, you know, there's no better day than game day. You know, hit the field.
Russell, this team has a soul to it. I mean, just truly a heartbeat that's special, a belief in one another. I know you guys have a high-performance coach, Dr. Michael Gervais, and he's worked with you directly. Kind of talk about his influence on you as well as the rest of this team, creating this mindset, which is really special.
Well, it all starts with Coach Carroll, you know, first of all. I mean, that competitive nature that he brings to us every day, the positive synergy that he brings. And then Dr. Gervais, you know, he's as smart as it gets, but I meet with him every Monday for the most part, not tonight, but, you know, I meet with him pretty much every Monday.
Take it off tomorrow, you'll be fine.
But just really talk about how can you switch your mind to being focused all the time when you're hitting the practice field. And that turns over to the game field. And one of the guys that, one of the guys I talk to a lot, and Dr. Gervais talks to, is Earl Thomas. You know, Earl Thomas and I have a great relationship, and to have a all-pro safety out there, and you go against him every day, and he goes full speed, you really understand, how to turn your mind into practicing full speed, how to turn your mind to focus on the details. The attention to details is where it's at, and that's what I've really learned.
You know what? We just watched the interview of you, and you used 3 words, and I wanted to really ask you, where did that come from? You used consistency, consistent, dominant, and clutch.
You know, that was ironically. I usually write down goals for the year. And that was my 3 goals. Be consistent. You know, great quarterbacks are always consistent. You know, they come in, they go to work, they're always there. They're there early, they leave late. It's one of those things that they're consistent on the game field. That's the most important thing, really, to give your team a chance to win.